Welcome back to the channel. It's Preston with Upstairs Basement. Today we're going to be looking for some commercial space. Now, if you have done this before, you know how difficult it is finding a landlord that will allow you to have your music all the way up at 2 a.m. Not easy. Or even lunchtime, not easy. I see videos of people talking about looking for commercial space all the time, but never for a music studio. And there's a lot that goes into it, but I like to break it down to 3 main components: price, location, and layout. And I've come to the realization that if I can get 2 out of 3 of those things, then I need to pull the trigger. Because in reality, you're not gonna find the perfect place, but you can find a place that'll work for you. Now, I've been a music maker for 6 years now, and I've gone to school for music, I've worked in studios. Recently, I've really gotten into the business side of music, and I've been very interested in opening up my own studio. For me personally, it was difficult knowing what steps to take to achieve this goal. I started out by doing a bunch of research, watching videos on studio owners, getting tips here and there, talking to family members, friends, and I think the best place to start is getting an LLC. You can look for commercial space online and drive around and all that, but when you start talking to these agents, most of them want an established business. So I think step 1 is going to be to start your LLC. Having an LLC will allow you to have a little bit more leverage when it comes to talking to these agents because they know that you're taking this seriously. Now, after you establish your LLC, I would highly recommend drafting up a business plan. I personally think it's a very good idea to get yourself an agenda, some type of binder, and that way you can keep everything for your studio inside of it to stay very organized. Now, I think something like this is the best way to get your business started because having all of that information on paper for you to look at and be able to update is very important because you want to know exactly what your mission is as a studio owner. When you're looking for these places, you want to be looking at flex space and industrial space. These are the 2 type of places that really fit a music studio's needs, and frankly, that's where a landlord will allow one to be. A great place to start looking for commercial space is websites like Crexy, LoopNet, Craigslist, places like that where you can just see what's out there. It's very unlikely that you're actually going to be going with a place online because the selection is so limited, and most of the time these listings are not up to date. If you come across a place that is eye-appealing, looks like it would fit your needs, it's in a good location, you can message the listing agent on there. Now that you have your LLC established and your business plan, you have something to present them. It's almost like having a resume for your business. Once you get a better idea of what is out there, I think it's really smart to hire a commercial real estate brokerage. I got lucky having a family member in the business who's been a wonderful help throughout this whole process. This is somebody that you can discuss what you're looking for. You can give them your price range, the square footage you're looking for, how long you want to lease a space for, and they'll be able to do all the searching for you. They're going to be able to negotiate pricing with the leasing agent, so it might even end up saving you money at the end of things. Another thing you can try to do to speed up the hunt is driving around, walking around, looking for space yourself. Whether you look for available space signs or find an empty property that you think could be promising, that is what I'm going to start my day doing right now. And any space that I find in person that catches my eye, I'll just shoot it right over to my uncle. He will be able to pull up all the info on it. Now, make sure when you are walking around, driving around, you are looking for industrial or flex space, something that makes sense for a music studio, because you don't want to waste your time. But yeah, let's go look at some places. Do I need food? I should. It's also a yucky day today. I hate yucky days. Let's hit the road.
Pressure. You need to chill
So my goal today is to find at least 4 places that are somewhat promising. You know, whether that's promising on price, location, what was the other one? Layout. A lot of times studios are kind of tucked off, like you can't see them from the main road. You kind of need to go on a back road. I think a good tip that I need to start following myself: go to an area that you want to be in, disregard the price, and venture out from there. And the comfortability isn't all about the interior design of the space, it's also about the location, the area around it. Is there a gas station nearby? Is there a restaurant nearby? That stuff matters to clients. Our first sign of hope. I'm gonna drive around and look at all of the buildings, see which one is actually available. Yeah, here are a couple empty ones. Number 2, baby. So basically, anytime I see these signs, a lot of times they'll have the address right on them. Any information I get, I just write it down on my notes app on my phone. And that way I can go back home and look places up online. I'm gonna just find as many places as I possibly can, get them all written down. like a nice location. That could be the studio right there. You never know. All these type of buildings are usually linked together, and there's just a crap ton of them. See, these are all businesses. Okay, so I've got 7 places written down so far, and people are honking at me for going slow because I'm looking for spaces. Sorry. I saw a standalone building the other day. It's in a good location. See if I can maybe peek my head in the windows to kind of see what it's looking like. There are a couple cars here. I hope nobody thinks I'm being weird. It looks like it used to be an antique shop. Damn, it's a good size. Looks like people are in the process of getting moved out. My goal was to get at least 4 promising places, 4 places that are in our price range. Even if none of these places are the exact spot that I want to go with, it's good to drive around, see what area I'm looking in, see what other businesses are around the area. I'm gonna call some of the phone numbers that were listed on those signs, send those addresses over to my uncle, and see if we can start talking prices and lease agreements. Some of those places are pretty nice. God, there's just stuff all around. Unlimited opportunities. I know we're gonna find something. You know, it might take a little while, but it's gonna happen. To sum it up, I think this is a great way to start looking for a commercial property for your studio. I'd say number one most important thing is definitely to have a broker, somebody that's helping you look as well. If you're doing it all by yourself, you have to have one of 2 things, luck or money. I would definitely recommend, having somebody help you look for a place, somebody represent your company. But yeah, I'm gonna head home, work on some other studio projects, and come back to this another day. Honestly, thinking about it more, I might start going to larger buildings, asking if I can sublease from owners. Explain my business, see if they have any available space in their own building. And if not, just ask like, oh, do you know of any commercial real estate agents in the area or somebody you would recommend for me to talk to about leasing a place? Talking to other business owners, seeing how they got set up in the space that they're in. Do you know of any space that is for lease right now in the area? I'm telling you, people be glad to help you, especially another like-minded small business owner. They'll want to see you get your feet off the ground. I'm gonna try everything until something works. I'm gonna put a few hours in every day until I find the right spot for the right price. I'd say it was a good productive day. So we got 9 places picked out. I wrote down all the addresses and phone numbers, and I'm gonna send them over to my uncle, see if he has any information on them, if he can tell me pricing and stuff like that. I think we picked some pretty good options, but I would really try to hit it from every direction. Look online, talk to a brokerage, go look at places in person, get out of your car, walk around, do as much as you can because you want to be in the best spot possible. I promise that overlooking is not gonna hurt you. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you leave a like on it. I'm trying to document the journey here as a studio owner, and I'm learning just as much as you guys are during the process. So every time you like a video, every time you subscribe, it really means a lot to me. Hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. I'm gonna keep documenting the journey and let you guys see all the steps that I take to become a studio owner. I'll catch you guys in the next one.